अश्वध्वजाय विद्महे पाशहस्ताय धीमहि तन्नः सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। आदित्याय विद्महे मार्ताण्डाय धीमहि तन्नः सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्।
Water. Water is a part and parcel of human life. 70% of the human body is water. One can survive without food for more than a week, but not without water. A human being needs at least 40 liters of water a day. But how do we get it? This is the hydrological cycle. Water evaporates from the lakes and forms clouds. These water-laden clouds move over hilly areas and fall as rain. Rainwater seeps into the ground as groundwater. The hydrological cycle maintains the balance and brings water. Is there water for all? 70% of the Earth's surface is water. The area of India is 328.73 million hectares and her average rainfall is 1,170 millimeters. The available water from rainfall is 384.61 MHM. Our requirement of water in India in the year 2000 was 75 MHM. The project demand for the year 2025 will be 110 MHM. This seeming abundance is actually quite misleading. There's water everywhere, but only a drop to drink. Out of the total water in the world, only a tiny fraction of the water supply is available for human use. About 3% is used for drinking, and the readily available fresh water is 0.003%. Where does India stand? The increase of population of more than 100 crores is putting pressure on India's water resources. India faces acute water shortage due to poor management and lack of proper distribution. India occupies 2.45% of the world area, but has 16% of the world population and access to only 4% of water. How safe is this meager amount of water? Unfortunately, even this water is contaminated. About 20 crore people have no access to safe drinking water. 4.5 crore people are affected by water pollution. 21% of communicable diseases are waterborne. More than 10 lakh children below the age of 5 die each year from waterborne diseases. How did things deteriorate? During the colonial era, management of water bodies was taken up by the colonial powers. The eco-friendly and effective systems of water management of our ancestors were completely ignored, and emphasis was entirely on revenue generation. Can the state manage water? The alienation continues. management of water continues to be a state subject. Due to priorities, ground realities were ignored. There was no community participation because focus was on constructing big dams when majorities of people depend on small water bodies. Is such prioritization fair and equitable? But is big really beautiful? See for yourself. There are enormous water losses due to evaporation. The mass of water can cause earthquakes. The flooded land destroys forests and cropland and displaces people. There is danger of dam collapse. Downstream cropland and estuaries are deprived of nutrient-rich salts. Migration and spawning of some fish is disrupted. Dams are expensive to build. There are some advantages too. Downstream flooding is reduced. The reservoir is useful for recreation and fishing. Dams can produce cheap electricity and hydropower. Provides water for year-round irrigation of cropland. After independence, big dams were promoted as the temples of modern India. Powerful pro-dam lobbies were politician-friendly, administration-friendly, contractor-friendly, but not user-friendly and eco-friendly. What will these adverse actions lead to? India in the year 2025 will be a barren wasteland. 170,000 tube wells are added every year. The declining water tables leave dug-up wells high and dry. If the present consumption pattern continues, all our water resources will be exhausted by the year 2025. How will it affect us? War. In the years to come, water will be the most contested resource. Current projection on the migration of water-starved refugees forebodes significant changes in the demographic profiles of nations. Conflicts will arise between villages, states, and may lead to wars between nations as well. How do we avert such a situation? Through traditional water management systems. Indigenous water systems were often complex networks involving several user communities living in different villages. The state was active in construction of big works, and smaller works were built with initiatives of local communities. The operations and maintenance of both the large and small works were left to the locals. The locals were custodians of common reserves like forests, wastelands, pastures and water bodies. Inscriptions in South India have recorded purchase and sale of tank systems including tank, ayacut and foreshore, shares of water from other village water bodies, shares of fisheries. Locals were empowered to take decisions on allocation of water maintenance works and settling water-based disputes between landowners. Can we revive these practices? The principles behind systems: to conserve water, minimum runoff, evaporation and maximize percolation. All storage works aim at improving soil moisture and recharge water table. Tanks and water bodies must be interlinked to redistribute stored water to reduce runoff and to enhance soil conservation. How do we apply these principles? Through engineering practices. Depending on the region's characteristics and ecological niches, engineering practices vary, providing technological diversity instead of uniformity. Engineering practices are continuous contour terrace, loose boulder structure, farm ponds, percolation tanks, gablon bund, cement check dam, gully plug. More can be done on an individual level. By adopting water harvesting methods. When rainfall becomes scarce, preserving every drop becomes a necessity. The methods employed are roof water collection. Here, the rooftop is the catchment area. It is an ideal method when groundwater supply is inadequate. Surface water harvesting. The runoff water is collected by this method. It is used for irrigation and now for drinking purposes. Subsurface collection. The groundwater is tapped through wells and artificially charged tube wells. How do we begin? Through a concerted effort, an all-round concrete effort involving government, voluntary action groups, communities, individuals. This effort is needed to take India from the current state of degradation to the status of a water-rich country. What can the government do? The government can occupy lesser space by decentralizing power, by empowering local communities, by synergizing all actions involved in managing the water resource. The government's role stands intact in enforcing water pollution laws against water pollution, misuse and over-exploitation of groundwater, interlinking rivers. Voluntary actions have a big role to play. Voluntary action groups can organize communities to build stakes, mobilize and manage resources for effective water management, experience augmenting of the water tube, be a catalytic agent by synchronizing people's agenda with mainstream institutions. Imbibing responsibility in all Indians can bring about bringing back the community feel. Movements like Tarun Bharat Sangh, Vayalagam and Pani Panchayats have strengthened the village economy. These movements underline the philosophy of reviving the indigenous and traditional system of management of water resources, minimizing seepage, leaks and pilferage in the distribution system, allocating water resources based on equity principle, realigning crop patterns based on water availability. Change depends on the community's outlook towards water resources. Local management can revive traditional management systems by enabling farmers to own, control and manage their water bodies. Instead of using machines, provide employment to the people by spanning the program over 3 years and building institutions. Designing silt application program instead of desiltation for enhancing the productivity. Planning holistic treatment of small-scale water bodies, bunds, sluices, spillways and feeder channels. Treat the chains integrally. But then, who will tread the new path? The water warriors. Anil Agarwal made saving water resources everybody's business. He advocated the concept of catch water where it falls. He has made a national network of water practitioners, has authored many books and played a vital role through the media. Anna Hazare's Ralegan Siddhi. With the sparse rainfall of 15 millimeters per annum at Ralegan, water is systematically harvested by percolation tanks, check dams and recharged wells, resulting in 52 to 60 lakhs worth of agricultural produce out of 1,700 acres of land. Through the introduction of value systems, ban on alcohol, ban on cutting down of trees, voluntary labor for country welfare. These are the prime movers in this transformation. Rajendra Singh. Rajendra Singh started a stupendous revival of traditional water harvesting system in Rajasthan. He led the Tarun Bharat Sangh movement that nurtured self-respect and dignity among the villagers. As a result, the combined efforts of villagers and Tarun Bharat Sangh have regenerated 6,500 square kilometers of land in 650 villages in the Aravalli range. No more water warriors are coming to the front, but it should become a movement as water conservation is everybody's business.